We're going to go over the shotgun. We're going to talk about the shotgun and the things the shotgun has as far as a benefit to armed guards. If you work an armed post, I believe any armed post should have an availability or have at least one shotgun on hand for any type of incident. We're seeing it more often that aggressors, people that are potential bad people that are doing bad things, are using AR-15s, rifles, long guns. They're not showing up, friends, to kill you or kill all these innocent kids in schools and stuff with a 9 Glock or something like that. They're showing up with the long gun. So if your duty or your assignment is to protect people, places, and things, and there's a likeliness that you may be attacked as a result of historical incidents that happen in the near future, a shotgun is a go-to, and it's a must. This here is a donation. I would say a donation because I got it for $5 from a neighbor who's retired law enforcement, and I converted it, did all kinds of stuff to it. It's a BB gun, and turned it into a training tool. I do this a lot. I like to use a lot of these BB guns and different things that are out in the market because it's safe, and it's a regular practice that I do, to include bringing these items to the classroom environment so then that students have something to touch, refer to, and understand and cognitively make connections with when we are giving classes. So then that way instructors are not preoccupied as much when it comes to safety concerns, even though you don't point this at nobody because it still shoots something. It just won't shoot a bullet, but it's a safety thing. And yeah, if you're an instructor, this is the way to go. Get stuff like this and have it in your classroom so that everybody can interact, and literally you can refer to things, and you don't have to have actual loaded firearms in the classroom as you're giving, Socratic instruction. So talking about this here right here is very similar to what maybe a Remington 870 shotgun would look like. The nomenclature on this one says Smith & Wesson M3000, but it's very similar to what a lot of duty shotguns you've seen back in the day. I've noticed a lot of law enforcement agencies, you see a lot of cops out there operating with AR-15s and other stuff, but shotgun is very relevant. Shotgun shows its modularity. It shows its ability to be loaded with different types of rounds, from lethal to less lethal. There's a lot of things you can do with shotgun. So if you work in any type of armed guard job, then I believe a shotgun should be made available to you either in an enclosed case or some type of weapons rack. So then that way, if an incident occurs, you can make your way towards the shotgun to help you win the fight. And so why I'm saying this is that, folks, in our recent history, if you really pay attention, what we have seen is that most active shooters or most bad people that are trying to do bad things with guns are not using pistols. They're not using revolvers. They're not using 1911 handguns. They're using AR-15s. They're using long guns. And some have actually been seen with shotguns. And so that's why I'm pushing this along to you, is saying, hey, if you're giving a class like I would, my classes would be pistol and shotgun. Why? Because it's of benefit to the community and it's of benefit to the student body. You want your armed guards to be able to understand not only shooting with a pistol, but being able to work the way from the pistol to the long gun, and being able to do transition drills and use the right munitions that they deem necessary in order to stop a threat. This is section 1, module 1, and stay tuned. I'll have more videos for you. Again, I'd like to thank Nicole and her husband, who are retired police, that sold me this. technically gifted it if you really think of $5, because I'll tell you what, this right here is the way to go when you're teaching classes, and I recommend this to all of my colleagues out there who perform law enforcement firearms training or any type of firearms training, but more towards the folks that are really hands-on and using like force on force training. Formerly, where I used to work at as a warden, I got my firearms instructor cert pistols. They had that kind of money. That wasn't the budget to do so, and it was probably one of the safest things that I acquisitioned for our firearms program. So stay tuned. I will be creating other videos in this near future, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Talk to you guys.